All right. Third time's the charm. Gonna be going into a game here between Colorful versus Sock. This game taking place here on Amazonia. For all of you guys who were caught unaware, there was a patch, non-patch that was released, and it ends up causing a desyncing issue when you try to watch replays. So I was casting a replay, and then like 10 minutes into it, I'm like, their micro's really off, and they're not picking up items at all. And wait, what? And eventually, like, I checked another replay. Unless the new meta is 17 peasants in a gold mine surround, the replays were all broken. So hopefully, hopefully these replays won't break. I have to like kind of pre-scan the replays now to make sure that I can at least get to the very end without the players banking up a lot of gold. Why does Blizzard hate us so much? Blizzard doesn't hate us. At this point, there was a saying that says never attribute to never attribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence. And at this point, I don't think Blizzard is trying to purposely make things difficult for casters and professional players to study replays. I think it's just something that they were not able to test. Let's be honest, folks. WarCraft 3 is over 15 years old, and it's not like they have a large development team working on WarCraft 3 to fix out and flesh out all the bugs. It may just be a small team of interns, 15 years old. It may just be a small team of interns who are trying their best and following and learning everything that's happening here, or it's probably not a full development team. It's probably very low on their overall like priorities, right? So and if that is the case, I don't know for certain. I'm sure the people who are working on it are working as best as they can to get everything set up. It's not the first time though, and from what I know, Todd and other players actually were messaging them about the breaking of replays. Yeah, I mean, I messaged as well. Well, I put it more to Twitter saying that that Warcraft 3 means different things to different people, and yeah, Warcraft 3 means different things to different people, and there are some players who are only in the competitive scenes. There are some people who are only trying to play through the campaign, but with the patches that they're releasing right now, it is making it it is impossible to even play through the campaign unless you go in one go, because the campaign ends up, or the patches end up breaking the campaign as you lose all of your progress. That is a little bit sad as well, since the campaign is really just one giant game with save points, and the save points end up breaking as well. Mana burn onto that Archmage. Archmage now trying to run back around as the Demon Hunter and the Archmage now trying to retreat once more. Let's just say this: the patch notes and the patches and the rebalancing are all very much appreciated. We all wish that the patching was a little bit more fine-tuned. Alright, coming back through. Peasants now just working their way through. Militia. Well, peasants actually. Can't even talk straight since I started off on the wrong foot in this game. Well, Footman getting in some easy damage onto Colorful's archers, as the archer is now trying to back away as well. Let's not be so harsh. The technology just isn't there yet. Hey, I thought you weren't going to be harsh. Archer going to get taken down. There it goes. However, that Demon Hunter is still chasing after that Archmage. More mana burn. And this is one of those downsides where all of a sudden the Brilliance Aura just makes the Archmage turn into a giant pincushion for mana burn, as the more mana it has, the more damage it ends up taking. Demon Hunter continuing to fight its way through. Don't you guys have phones? Yeah, alright. Archmage purposely keeping that distance. Nicely done between the two sides. I will say this as well about the whole entire phones issue from Diablo Eternal. There a large number of players don't actually do gaming or do actually gaming from their phones. I mean, traveling through Asia, like, you know, people have 45-minute commutes on mass transit to get to school every day. So the number of people that I see with battery packs on the subway systems just, you know, playing hardcore, or what we would consider, I wouldn't say hardcore, but actually fairly deep games is actually rather high. So I don't, nothing to discredit them there if they can actually make a very good, very deep mobile game. Archers, well, retreating all the way back, going to be working alongside that Naga Sea Witch here. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch coming in from Sok as well. So Colorful and Sok both picking up Naga Sea Witch. Mana burn onto that Archmage again, as this is days of old using Demon Hunters to, well, really just harass your opponent. Exactly, gaming. Yeah, right. Coming back through, and just because there is a game out there that you don't particularly like doesn't mean that other people won't enjoy it as well. Hopefully the numbers will say something. It does end up becoming that a very vocal group ends up making the decision, but then again, that ends up becoming mob mentality, right? The group that is just yelling the loudest and demanding things ends up becoming mob mentality, and sometimes, unfortunately, that is what, well, democracy looks like. Anyways, Archers and Naga Sea Witch going to go ahead and try and engage here. Footman going to try and fight back around. Water Elemental going to go ahead and, well, just continue that little bit of splash damage, just blowing off steam. So am I. A little bit of a, well, of a crazy morning, trying to get into my rhythm and flow of casting, being able to make insightful comments as still just looking at micro coming in back and forth. All right, blowing off steam while trying to get a cast going. All right, looking at the bases, Sok is up on, well, tier 2 Arcane Sanctums and Rifleman, so it is going to be that rifle caster push, and very powerful here as we're looking at some Riflemen joining in on the fight. Lone Priest here so far, as the Naga Sea Witch is just continuing to take more and more mana burns. Demon Hunter actually in a little bit of trouble, forced to get away right now, as you can see that, well, the Demon Hunter is caught between two sides. Archers, Naga Sea Witch trying to do a little bit of fighting, as well as the Militia are going to turn back into their, well, weaker peasant self. However, with the army as it stands, Sok having one priest to offer in a bit of support, keeping the Archmage and that Naga Sea Witch all topped off, and also a large number of footmen are low on hit points. Surprised that we don't see a scroll of regeneration right now, as we should perhaps be getting up at least 2 more priests in order to stick around this fight. Archmage going after that Demon Hunter. We see a bolt onto the Naga Sea Witch. Unfortunate right there, as this Kobold Tunneler getting in a big bash. Sorry, not a bolt, a bash onto the Naga Sea Witch, stunning it temporarily, causing it to, well, just be in a rather tough spot. Demon Hunter engaging creeps at 68 hit points. Gonna go ahead and try and begin to fight once more. We should be looking at a rejuvenation as well. There's the rejuvenation on that Demon Hunter. As the Demon Hunter continues to fight, we are looking at all of these Druids of the Claw actually staying in Druid form so that they have access to more mana. Overall, supply-wise, 34 over 50 supply. Demon Hunter now making its way off to the north. There's a mana burn onto the sorceresses, as the Demon Hunter now looking to back up again. There's that rejuvenation. Thank you for the follow, as the Demon Hunter backs up. Archmage, Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 3, level 2. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2 with rejuvenation. No dispel. Mana burn onto the Archmage, but a split second late as the Archmage drops the water elemental in time. Militia now going to be coming in for high pressure. 38 over 50 supply. Is Colorful going to be able to handle this? There are 2 Druids of the Claw in bear form now, trying to, well, counter this high pressure push with Sorceresses, Riflemen, and now Militia coming in from the right. Militia going to be adding in a little bit of extra damage indeed, as the timing on this attack, these Moonwells are a little bit dry from all of that early harassment. And well, it is still a good 6 hours in the day before it is going to be nightfall here. Moonwall after Moonwall may end up getting taken down, as Militia or peasants now setting up those scout towers. Repairs trying to be added in as well. Not going to be able to stick around for very long though, as the Militia now backing away from the tower, actually creating a little bit of a wall and barrier, sacrificing their lives and their bodies for a potential win. Well, Druid of the Claw now making its way back out here. Remember, the Druids of the Claw did get a minor damage bonus bonus to try and help them counter this push exactly. But Sock is still in here rather heavily as we are looking at more damage coming in. Rifleman trying to focus down some of these units. Presence, or Priest now trying to do a little bit more healing as we see a scroll of healing used to counteract that. Nicely done there. After all of the peasants absorb so much damage, they are still sticking around, staying alive and well. Archers going straight after those priests though. That's what's making this fight last as long as it is, as the arcane tower about to come online. Spellbreaker trying to retreat back, unable to do so. Demon Hunter now with Orb of Venom pushing back on the other side here. In comes the Arcane Tower. Arcane Tower now mana burning or feedbacking the damage on that Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter and the bears will be able to handle that without a problem. Archmage now needs to back away. There's another mana burn, and it looks like the upgrade on the Druids of the Claw doing enough right there as the Archmage being forced to use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Staff of Preservation. Demon Hunter caught between, well, nope, caught nowhere as the Naga Sea Witch has a Staff of Preservation for the save. Priests are right here, but Priest low on mana. Archmage needs to find a way to get a little bit of healing done as well. Perhaps pick up another Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There is a Scroll of Healing as the peasants now retreating back. Alright. Pawn sacrifice to try and push through. Mana burn most likely coming in across more units again. There's that mana burn. Archmage down to 101 hit points. Demon Hunter now getting slowed for all of his efforts. Again, as we see a couple of, well, timely ensnares. Demon Hunter could be in trouble. Down to 57. Staff of Preservation saves. And if it feels like that cooldown is a bit too short, well, you wouldn't be the first person to think that. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2. Archmage sitting at level 3. Units trying to back up once again. As the army of Sock, well, trying to consider their options for this follow-up play. Adept training really is needed on all of these priests. The priests, their mana regeneration just a little bit too low right here, and as the Archmage is still only sitting at level 3. Alright, Demon Hunter coming back across. Mana burn once more. Demon Hunter trying to push through again and able to do a lot of damage so far. Meanwhile, Sorceresses and Priests are continuing to fight again as the Demon Hunter has a Potion of Healing and also a Potion of Invulnerability to make his front stay a little bit, well, more lasting. Alright, Potion of Invulnerability used right now. Demon Hunter down to 27 hit points, and I don't know if he's just playing with lag or if he likes to play on a razor's edge as the Demon Hunter, oh, Staff of Preservation saves once more again. As the bears are being forced to retreat back. These units are a little bit slow. Sorceresses want to get off more slows. Peasants are trying to get in front of these units to cause a little bit more problems. As you can take a look, Druid of the Claw down to 256 hit points. This is nightfall time, so it is going to be a little bit of time there. Peasants now trying to get in just a little bit more damage. Slow, however, Staff of Preservation coming in from the Demon Hunter on the other side. Naga Sea Witch, Demon Hunter constantly saving unit after unit. Rejuvenation right there, and these Staffs of Preservation, well, so infuriating for Sock, dealing over, what, 1,500 points of damage most likely, and then not getting any kills on any bears or the Demon Hunter. Nothing to really show for it. Alright, as the units are now making their way through. Demon Hunter coming in from the back once more. Bears are all in position, and in comes the attack again. And it almost seems like, well, let's scroll the Town Portal. Lightning Shield not going to be finishing off any units. It almost feels as though with the bear buffs, Colorful is, what is it? Sock is unable to finish off any Colorful's units as the bears are actually trading a bit better. Staff of Frustration. Yep, Staff of Frustration. Definitely a suitable name for that particular staff, and especially with its very short cooldown and the instantaneous healing of the Night Elf army with those Moonwell. Naga Sea Witch will most likely be able to get to level 3 off of this particular creep camp. If not, it will be so close right there, as the Staff of Preservation even being used outside of combat just to, well, head back home, sell some items, and perhaps be on the move once more. Alright, Archmage is at 4, picks up True Shot Aura, a valuable item indeed, as we are going to be seeing these two armies engage again here in just a moment. Alright, in comes the bears, and Dispel Magic coming in from the Dryad, Fork Lightning finishing off a Sorceress as the units are now trying to back away. And there goes a Water Elemental as well, as wait for the Staff of Preservation, there it is, wait for it again, there it is again. Who needs Focus Fire, as a bear may finally get taken down. There we go, Militia now coming in from the north here. Archmage is a little bit further back. The Riflemen with their True Shot Aura actually able to deal some actual damage by finishing off a unit or two. Naga Sea Witch now going after that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is slowed and cold arrowed as the militia are making right and left turns in front of that Demon Hunter. Staff of Preservation isn't going to be enough, and we finally see it taken down. After all of those risky maneuvers, Colorful finally losing his Demon Hunter. Alright. Naga Sea Witch making its way, yeah, that little Staff of Preservation, that Swan Staff. Demon Hunter resurrected back over here at that tavern. Demon Hunter almost at level 4. Would have made it a little bit more pricey, as we are looking at a Lightning Shield cast across that Rifleman again. Rifleman being forced to back up 1-0 upgrades on that Rifleman. Meanwhile, what is going back down across over here? Archmage heading... well, still heading around. We are looking at a couple of Dryads catching Riflemen in transit, and in come a couple of peasants as well. Riflemen trying to turn back around, trying to get some shots off, as we're looking at a 49/60 supply. Supply army coming in from the Night Elf. All right. Demon Hunter just went to the tavern for a drink, came back ready to go. Rejuvenation in correlation with Moonwells, getting that Demon Hunter back on mana and hit points. Alright, and Demon Hunter picking up some survivability items. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and a Potion of Healing will make it difficult to take down. We're looking at a decent sized army coming in from Colorful. A lot of Druids of the Claw here and Dryads. No Mountain Giants to be seen though, as the Naga Sea Witch now making its way back over. Bears actually much more powerful than Mountain Giants, considering that they deal more damage, increasing their base damage. And we're going to see them perhaps try to fight and engage again. Alright, another Staff of Preservation saving another low hit point Druid of the Claw. Going to get a rejuvenation to try and stay alive, as we are going to be going into a fight here in just a moment. Naga Sea Witch trying to head or slither back. We see another rejuvenation right there. Naga Sea Witch should be able to get back up to 500 hit points with no problem. On Invisible Water Elemental looking to be used as a bit of a scout here. Archmage wanting to perhaps clear out this Granite Rock Golem creep camp, but knows that if it tries to do so, it may actually get spotted. Hence the Invisible Water Elemental keeping track of the army. Alright, Archmage is going to use this opportunity to clear out the Granite Golems. No, it is not. It is, well, yeah, yes, well, couldn't quite decide. Going to go ahead and try to finally fight those units there. Alright, Water Elemental going to be dropped here. Granite Golems and Rock Golems doing in a little bit of fighting. That Water Elemental absorbing quite a bit of damage. Focus firing coming in from across multiple Riflemen, as the two Rock Golems get taken down very quickly. Archmage should be backing up here, but it looks like it is just going to take some of the experience away from the Sea Witch and, well, try and pick up that useful item. What item was it? Claws. Nope. It is going to end up being the Medallion of Courage, Strength and Intelligence +4 coming back through. Alright, we're looking at Druids of the Claw wandering around across the map. Dryads, Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 4. They do have the Warsong Battle Drums, increase the attack damage of all nearby friendly units. Hopefully True Shot Aura and Warsong Battle Drums isn't on the same drop table. That would absolutely feel kind of wrong, wouldn't it? Like Warsong Battle Drums, 10% damage bonus to everyone, while True Shot Aura a little bit selective in that damage bonus. But I guess if for all intent and purposes, every unit in the human army is actually ranged. Alright, let's go ahead and continue to fight back through. Bears are now in that frontline spot. We have home field advantage for Colorful, but will it matter? Staff of Preservation most likely coming across on that Bear. No, not needed as of yet, as the Wisp are now going to be coming in from the side and starting to detonate on their opponent. No more mana for many of those sorceresses, as the Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability already being used as the Demon Hunter tries to, well, press in heavily. Demon Hunter continuing to fight now. Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability going to be coming to an end, as the Bear now going to get taken down. Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter, but Bear after Bear could end up getting lost here in just a moment. There goes some more Bears in that front line. For, the Riflemen are actually all split across multiple sides here, and this has been a very good job by Colorful to make sure that the riflemen are getting focused now. Now we just have an army of dryads going up against an army of casters, and if enough of these riflemen are taken down, that could be the end of it, as that bear is trying to find more of those targets. But with all of that said and done, in the end, Sock still comes away with the victory over Colorful. Colorful having a number of saves, but still unable at the end, as Sock was able to finish off that Demon Hunter. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.